For years, if you bought something new, it probably said "Made in China." But things are changing. Now, more and more products sold in America are made closer to home in Mexico. This shift is happening for a simple reason. American companies want their factories closer to their customers. This move away from China and towards closer countries is called nearshoring. It's a big deal, and it's changing how the world makes things. For Mexico, it's a huge opportunity. This change isn't just about making things faster or cheaper, it's also about companies wanting more control over how and where their products are made. And in a world facing unexpected disruptions, having factories close by offers more certainty and flexibility. So why is Mexico such a hotspot for nearshoring? The answer is simple: location, location, location. Mexico is right next door to the United States, which means products can be shipped quickly and affordably. But it's not just about being close. Mexico also has a large and increasingly skilled workforce. This is attractive to companies looking for qualified employees. Another reason companies like Mexico is the ease of doing business. Thanks to free trade agreements like the USMCA, moving goods between Mexico and the United States is simple. This makes it easier for companies to manage their supply chains and respond quickly to changes in demand. The USMCA, or United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, is a trade deal between the three North American countries. It replaced the old NAFTA agreement and made some important changes that make it even easier for companies to do business across borders. One of the big things the USMCA does is reduce tariffs. Tariffs are like taxes on goods that are traded between countries. Lower tariffs mean lower costs for companies, and that's good for everyone. The USMCA also makes it easier for companies to invest in each other's countries. This is important because it creates jobs and boosts economic growth for all three nations. The nearshoring trend is already bringing big changes to Mexico. Major companies are opening factories and expanding their operations south of the border. Let's look at some examples. In the car industry, companies like Ford, General Motors, and Volkswagen are building more cars in Mexico. They're drawn by the skilled workforce and the lower costs. The clothing industry is also seeing a resurgence in Mexico. Brands like Levi's and Gap are moving production closer to their U.S. customers, taking advantage of the faster shipping times and the USMCA's benefits. And, it's not just traditional industries. Tech giants like Samsung and LG are also setting up shop in Mexico. They're building factories to produce everything from smartphones to home appliances. The nearshoring boom in Mexico is creating jobs and opportunities. New factories mean new jobs for Mexican workers, and the influx of investment is boosting the economy. This is leading to better infrastructure like roads and ports, which helps everyone. But with growth come challenges. The rapid expansion of factories is putting a strain on infrastructure. Traffic congestion, especially around border towns, is a growing concern. Security is another issue. Drug cartels and organized crime can pose risks to businesses operating in certain parts of Mexico. The government is working to address these challenges, but they remain a concern for some companies. Finally, there's the issue of bureaucracy. While Mexico has made progress in streamlining regulations, dealing with paperwork and permits can still be a slow and complicated process for businesses. Mexico is becoming a vital player in the future of manufacturing. Its proximity to the U.S., skilled workforce, and favorable trade agreements make it an attractive location for companies looking to build products efficiently and competitively. This shift towards nearshoring is likely to continue, reshaping global supply chains and bringing production closer to consumers. For Mexico, this represents a significant opportunity to grow its economy and create jobs. However, addressing challenges like infrastructure bottlenecks, security concerns, and bureaucratic hurdles will be crucial for Mexico to fully realize its potential as a manufacturing powerhouse. The decisions made today will determine whether Mexico can capitalize on this historic opportunity and solidify its position as America's new factory.